Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I don't even know if you can tell.
Thanks to Trevor's flawless editing and the story that I stopped in the middle of.
Hey, I edit somewhat.
And I forgot what the story was. It was something about my glasses. The point is that they're bad.
For RNG.
The Rossman family has
Terrible eyesight.
fairly bad eyesight. Mine isn't awful. I think I have the best of the three of us. I still can't exist without glasses.
You guys want to hear about my eye doctor appointment? Because,
was it like...
How could that be a story?
Was it like 1 or 2? And you're like... 2?
Oh, shoot!
That was indeed the case, so...
And then they were like, okay, now 2 or 3. And you're like, they're the same. And then they're like, okay,
so where...
3 or 4.
I am
3.
Going to...
4, I think.
The correct
yeah, so
place.
That was
Yes.
It was a little different than usual.
Oh, yeah?
They were doing that thing, you know where they, like, shine a light in your eye? That's all the tests they do, actually. Like, that's literally every
Do you know the one where they look at your eyes?
It's either, like, lights or a puff of air.
Do they? Oh,
and
yeah, I was about to say,
you never want the puff of air.
Do they? Okay.
But,
Because I always have to do the puff of air and I hate it.
Yeah,
The puff of air is bad because you don't want to mess up on that. That seems like the big one. Because it's like, oh, your eye responded poorly to the puff of air.
Yeah, it's
You
like...
have glaucoma.
Yeah, that's
it's
the,
like, oh,
that's the glaucoma. Yeah, but the glaucoma one, that's like, hey, you know what fixes glaucoma? That medical marijuana.
Whoa.
And then you go to a dispensary opening up somewhere in Lancaster County or something.
This is me, Ira.
Yeah, that's...
She said, hey.
Yeah.
I am this picture frame guy.
So watch how I have to fight this thing. First of all, I'm not using the hand. Well, first of all, I'm healing. Look at how many... like, I'm not even bothering to pick anything up anymore. I have 72 shotgun shells. Like, look how long this reload time is.
That's me. I go... Click!
And it's like, I guess I could run around the room and whatever, but it's like, not really. 'Cause look at this.
An excellent
I like the
demonstration of running
pistons.
around.
Uh-oh.
The pistons are...
Are you,
Okay, great.
Okay, wow.
I get it once. That's actually... this is WR pace at this point.
This room actually is the visual representation of your heart. That's what it looks like.
Are you okay?
Actually,
This
this
is-
a representation of mine.
For any of you who are like, what kind of a room do they do LPs in?
Oh, it's this room, yeah.
This?
No, not our LP TV.
The cathode ray tube! I've had that since 2006. Literally.
Angela.
We should really
relax.
work on the pistons, though. We should get those installed.
You know, if we have underneath our LP TV, which is an actual LCD, we have a
CRT.
A CRT. Yeah, we have a CRT. If it ever dies, I'm gonna be pretty sad. Although it's at the point where it is dying.
Yeah, like the input jacks, there's only one input jack that barely works.
Yeah, there's only one input jack, and you'll be playing something, and it'll be like, the audio especially will be like,
Go ahead and say it.
and you're like, no,
You couldn't
no.
force me. Baby,
Also, for its size, it is absolutely unnecessarily heavy, even for a cathode one. It's only like, what, 27 inches or whatever, but it's like so
That was
heavy.
all of them.
Nah, I've had some where you're like,
I think it's because they have the speakers on the sides.
yeah, that makes sense. Also Story, also Angela.
Is that her
Angela.
name? Okay, here we go.
Here's something interesting. Angela from The Office was heavily based off of this Angela.
make me sick.
Nice.
Only true Office fans know that.
Only true Office fans
Only
know
true
that.
Office and Silent Hill 2 fans.
Here's something interesting. James was actually the inspiration for Jim on The Office. Jim, James.
Oh.
Right?
That was me.
Yes. She
Right?
was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
Angela's cool. I always felt
That's
that
ridiculous.
Angela was an extremely unnecessary character. Where, like, if they didn't include her thing in there, I'd be like, I don't feel like it would be any worse, like the story, you know? Like,
Like, she's helpful at the very beginning of the game to point it out.
But everything else is...
Could it just be Maria doing it and not being weird then?
Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to show off this puzzle, even though I hope I wrote down the answer, you know what I mean. Yes, I did. Cool. So this is a puzzle regarding 6 hanged men. Dead men swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone gray. Watch them as they twist and sway. First one killed the butcher man that cooked him in the frying pan. So yeah, I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but it's involving 6 different guys. There's a murderer, there's an arsonist, there's a it's like all these deadly sins, and they explain in that poem that one of them was hung incorrectly because they couldn't even though they couldn't prove it, it just kind of is what it is. So that they did it. They were like, damn this game. So I was the arsonist. You got murderer. A murder has been committed in Savannah. So I guess counterfeiting you get hung for, and also thievery. Like the murder one makes sense. Swindling.
Yeah, swindling is like.
And kidnapping and murder I get. Arsonist I get if also you were you hurt somebody. But counterfeiting, I don't know. So it ends up that the arsonist is the one. It's always the same on normal difficulty. For speedrunners who run it on hard, it is not always the same.
If you pull the wrong one, what happens?
Enemies appear in the other room, I believe, because that's where you go to get the key. But you have to so the world record speedrunners on hard literally run in here and just guess the closest one. And if it's not the closest one,
reset.
Yep. From what I understand, the current WR holder does not do that, but there's a guy that if he ever does it, will have the WR and it'll be really hard to beat, assuming he has a good rest of the run.
That reminds me of there's in the Symphony of the Night ending percent run of Alucard, there's this thing where there's a certain amount of enemies that can drop meal tickets, and meal tickets, what they do is that they randomly drop a random eatable item, and the one that you want them to randomly drop is a poison mushroom.
Crap, sorry. I skipped that, but it was just him opening the thing.
When you eat the poison mushroom, it knocks you back, and it lets you skip to a point where you need not double jump, but you need to get the wolf transformation. But if there's ever a run where someone gets the meal ticket and then gets the poison mushroom and they can skip immediately to the one part, it saves 5 minutes.
Whoa.
Dang. And nobody.
I don't know. I haven't followed any percent runs for years, so it might be.
I actually remember I was watching a somewhat recent GDQ, and they were talking about that. They didn't go into detail, but they're we want a meal ticket, and then they were oh, and it was just a normal thing, and they were
it's probably a 0.1% chance of it
What happened to you? Why?
Well, she crazy girl.
Why?
She was
So we're I actually really like the last area of the game. We're pretty much near it. Oh God. I don't understand why.
Oh, I thought her eyes were ripped out for a second.
If it looks like she cut her wrist or something, why would your eye? I don't know, whatever. The last part is very story heavy, and you find out things, and we're gonna be finding out things. Now suddenly for no reason. Also, by the way, when I practiced this yesterday, I skipped all the cutscenes, so we're gonna have some fun. So now it's open for some reason.
Don't go back in that room. Maria's gone.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, isn't that? No, I was reading a little bit about the endings. Isn't that an obscure kind of thing that you shouldn't do if you want the ending that I assume you're going for?
Yes, there are. We can start talking about them. There's 3 different endings that you can get on the first playthrough. I don't even know why I'm picking up all these things, but there is. I think there's 2 ampoules. Oh crap! Did you see that?
I didn't.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't know that guy.
Wait, what? Dombrowski?
That's me.
He looks like a Dombrowski. So this game gives you so many items. Just wait till you see, like, so I've been fighting a lot of things, right? Like, whenever I'm in close quarters, I've been fighting him, right? And, like, I seriously probably have, like 100 shotgun shells. And there's stuff I missed. In the labyrinth, there was a room I skipped that had 4 separate things of handgun bullets. It's like, this game just throws so much ammo at you, it's amazing. I don't know if that was meant to happen, by the way, but I'm just gonna keep running.
What?
Like the fog.
The fog kind of started weird. Like, I don't know if it was just like a limitation. But yeah, we found out some story things. And like I said, the last area is really cool. I'm gonna make sure for no reason whatsoever that I am decently healed. No reason. Also, this fight is the worst.
There's a fight?
No, that's not why I wanted to know that.
Trevor just.
Oh, this
died,
fight
by the
happens
way.
this late? Huh.
Yeah, right? And it's the worst. Like, there's no fight in SH1, I'm not saying it's, like, easy to get around, but there's no fight where I'm like, dude, all you just shoot until he dies, right? But this game, like, every single one is like, shoot until they die.
You make me sick.
This guy reminds me
Change the
Fat
camera
ass,
angle
you're
more
nothing but a
often.
waste of skin.
Actually, this
You're
guy
so
reminds
ugly,
me of, like,
even your mama
Christian.
don't love you.
Yeah, he even has the,
Like a Christian
Stripes.
Was right.
when, like, if you
Maybe
went
I am
berserk.
nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit.
I really like whoever directed
You know
this
what?
scene.
It doesn't matter if you're smart,
We need more quick cuts.
ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead.
What, you're dead.
And the corpse can't laugh.
Okay, Eddie.
From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
And then he shoots himself.
Eddie, have you gone?
God dang it, James! You're the freaking worst!
I knew it.
You're the worst human
You're
being!
just like him, James.
What a. Jesus.
The dude has,
I
like,
didn't
a
mean any-
revolver, and he just killed someone, and he's like, I'll
I
kill
understand.
anyone.
You've
What
been
an
out with me
idiot.
all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
This fight's
You
cool.
can take 2 bullets, that's surprising.
Ah,
And again, I guess this fight is just kind
That
of.
actually didn't look like you were like damaged at
Yeah,
all.
that's crazy.
Good fight.
No, 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 no! Woo! Woo, lad! I felt the controller start to vibrate. Cool.
Dude, he's the slowest shooter, but the fastest reloader of all time for a shotgun. Just.
Like, I don't know what else to do about this.
Should you use, like, not the shotgun so far away?
You think I should use the
I
handgun?
don't know. You're just so far away.
Yeah, that's true. Let's get in real close. Oh, whatever. But, like, there's nothing to hide. There's, like, nowhere to hide. And then they're like, well, you know what you probably need? Bullets and not health. Because, reasons. Alright, so, actually, we're going to...
This is so cool.
I actually don't know how the, like, the speedrunners do it, because, like, what do you do in that fight? Like, you literally, like, the recoil on the gun is so bad that he's, like, guaranteed to shoot you back. So when I was doing it earlier, I just had so many health items that I was like, whatever.
When you're hated, picked on, spit on.
Like, the scene's cool and where it takes place and all that, but it's like, dang.
Your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog.
Okay.
Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then
Healthy.
he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog.
Okay.
He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Notice what I say in that
Cool.
situation too.
James, you just
Don't
put
get
like
a holdie on me,
15
James.
shotgun shells into this dude. I don't
This
know.
town called you too.
Seems a little
You and
late
me are
for
the
that kind of
same.
advice.
We're not like other people.
Seems. I feel like you're a little
Don't
too
you
far
know
gone.
that? Let's party.
Turn around.
What?
That's actually exactly what I wanted to do.
What is?
Even though his
What?
punches, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have like no.
Dude, this is so stupid.
Like, it's a cool set piece, but the combat's so horrible that it doesn't even matter.
Oh shit. Oh. I like you're supposed to run around and use the meats and stuff like that, but like I don't see what the point is. Okay, whatever. And like he's running away and James just shoots him in the back. Also, his one sock's higher than the other.
Eddie?
Eddie,
Are
are
you-
you
Are
okay?
you dead?
I picked up a weapon that is pretty cool looking, but like I have no like reason to use. I'll show you guys real quick. I don't know if you're supposed to use it against him or not, but it's Pyramid Head's great like sword. They call it the Great Knife. And like I said, I have tons of health left, and I could get tons more if I need it. So whatever.
Mary.
You just
Did
killed.
you really die 3
You just
years
killed
ago?
someone else. Hold on.
At least he showed some remorse.
James' train of thought is easily derailed, I guess.
OP.
True neutral.
So now we get a very almost unnecessary but kind of cool scene thing that you do, and that's we are going to, boys, get on a boat. I'm on a boat. At the end of the game, one of the things that they rank you on is how long it takes you on the scene, and they also show you like your average like speed. It's really funny. So they're like, oh, time spent on boat 255, and it's like, okay, all right, I'll set the WR in that. So our goal here is to literally head towards the light. The light is the lighthouse, which I assume is where the.
Imagine having a hotel where the only way to get to it is on a boat.
Sounds comfy. So we're gonna try to turn until we see that light. If not, I just have to randomly head in
Are you
directions.
moving? Are you actually turning?
Hey,
No,
Oh,
he's
okay,
he's
wow.
yeah, he's aligning himself more than anything.
This is really hard to control. I don't really know how to explain it. You like use both the analog sticks, but not really. Oh my god, that was OP. Wow. Literally yesterday, it took me forever because you can really. It's just hard to explain. You can really barely turn like a little tiny bit, but all the big stuff you have to use one of the oars, and he very slowly goes. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think that SH1 is I want to play 3 because my opinion on 3 has always been very neutral. It's not bad.
I think
I think 3 is probably going to end up surprising me because 3 has a pretty cool story, and also the gameplay seems to be a little worked better than 2.
I like Heather too.
Yeah, Heather's pretty cool too, the main character of 3. But I just. It's not SH2 is not a bad game by any means, but I'm just very surprised that it's the one. If you're you ever play Silent Hill? If you ask 10 random people that play video games, if you ever played Silent Hill, if they've only played 1, it's SH2, you know? It just is what it is.
it's astounding me because James is just
And James
like
in
the
general has
ultimate
like
dullard.
James in general has like is like not hated. Like when I talk to people at SH2, they're like, "Oh, blah blah blah, Pyramid Head. Oh, it's really sad, whatever." They're never like, "James sucks." And it's like maybe these people just haven't played in a while and like played when they were like teens, and they're like, "Oh yeah, James is just like me or
It's like,
whatever."
yeah, it's totally normal. Like a guy with no personality.
But not only is
whatsoever.
no personality, but he makes like every conceivable mistake of just being dumb
Yeah.
and like responding to things in ways that you're like,
Like, I think
It's
Harry
like-
in SH1 is pretty flat and emotionless a lot of the time, but James is just weird emotionless.
James acts like he learned how to interact and like react to things like from reading a guide on it.
That's actually like one of my favorite parts of the game is like how literally anything, any single thing that's said could technically be taken multiple ways at just at face value because of how they say it, you know? But like, man, it's like if you like read like if we read the script for SH2, you'd be like, "Oh, okay." But like if you like then watch the scene, you'd be like, "Oh, what? Like this is not how I'd imagine it at all." Alright, so, can you use... By the way, I just realized I never thought of this before. I literally use the D-pad. I don't use the... You can use the analog stick, but I do not.
For games like this with tank controls, I think using the analog stick is really awkward.
So, our main goal...
Especially with that
Our main goal in
little
this...
camera
In
trick
the
there.
hotel... Yeah, you like that camera trick? I actually did that. Our main goal in this hotel is to get these 3 music boxes. I could definitely see really getting frustrated because that first one is outside, and I don't know why you would, like, do it. That said, I'm waiting for you in room 312, which is their room.
And it's Maria again for some reason, probably.
I don't know, because I skipped all the cutscenes. But, what are we looking at here?
Ah, the chair room.
I like
You know how every hotel has a chair room?
I got the fish key.
It's weird that he actually reacts to it, and that's it.
That's actually Spencer.
Yeah, you did.
When I recently got a piano, I got it for essentially free on the Facebook Marketplace, and it's really nice. I like it. But when I
You
told
actually use the Facebook Marketplace?
yeah, I messaged like 10 people, and it was actually funny. Like 3 or 4 of them didn't message back. 2 of them said sold already. One, the lady was so nice, and she was like, the one question I asked was, "Hey," I asked 2 questions. I said, "Does it work, and is it in a basement?" And the one lady was so nice, and she was like, "Yeah, it's in a basement, and you're gonna have to go through all these different rooms." I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "Thank you. Have a good one. Good luck." But I ended up talking to this really nice lady, the one that we got it from, and they were just moving from a mansion in York that had to be a $500,000 house. And it was a fun experience because I got a piano for $50.
Are you serious?
$50.
50.
But the funny thing is, my dearest Laura, I'll continue this. I'm
That is
leaving
the
this
funny
letter with
thing.
Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary. But the thing that we were making fun of, because like it was a pleasant experience. The guy helped us get it out and get it onto the truck. But like this is like a $500,000 house. It was like beautiful, and they were selling the house, which is why they were clearly like, we're not moving to Stanford,
3 years ago.
right? So I was like, this dude needs $50. Like he should have just put it for
Be
free,
here?
or tried to get $1,000 out
This
of
the
it.
quiet,
This dude needs
beautiful
$50. Like I need another child.
I don't know.
But like I found it funny. But anyway. This one, my favorite one, was this guy who had one listed in Ephrata, and I was like, oh, dude, perfect, you know? And he messaged me back and was like, hey, it was listed for $100, and I was like, Parker, I think so we don't have to go to York, I'm just gonna get this one. And he was like, hey, I just want to say I'm listing this for my parents, and after some research on eBay, we actually are increasing the price to, we want to get 600 firm. And I was like,
yeah, okay, son.
but he had it listed. He had it listed for, sorry, I need to focus here because there's some baddies out here.
Yeah,
That's the
for
worst
100.
thing you could possibly do. Just be like,